So what is algorithm analysis anyway? Well, it's analyzing an algorithm to determine how long it will run, which is the most common, or how much memory it will take, which we sometimes are concerned with, in the worst case. So you should start with an in-video quiz about algorithms, and now you should move to an in-video quiz about the worst case. So we worry about the worst case because it can't get any worse than that, right? So we have to do our analysis in the worst case, because if we're over-optimistic and somebody bases decisions on our analysis, then they could experience bad performance that they didn't expect because we were overly optimistic with our analysis. And that's really the point of why we care. So we care about algorithm analysis because it helps us make decisions. It helps us decide what data types we want to use for the particular problem we're going to solve, because some data types are better than others in terms of the operations and the time it takes to do those operations. For one example, adding an element to a list can sometimes take constant time and sometimes can take a long time dependent on how many items are in the list. And we'll look at that in more detail when we analyze our dynamic arrays. Adding to a linked list, which we'll actually get to next week, is always constant time. So if we're planning to do a lot of adding to our data structure, we would use the algorithm analysis results to say, oh, a linked list is actually better than a list for that particular problem. We also can use our algorithm analysis results when we're deciding which algorithm to do. And that is most commonly in play when we're talking about doing things like sorting something. There are lots of sort algorithms, and they have different algorithmic complexities, amount of time it takes for them to run. And so you would generally pick a better one compared to a worse one. And that's, again, a result of algorithmic complexity. So to recap, in this lecture, we learned what algorithm analysis is, and we learned why we care.